Good evening. Welcome to World Cinema Reviews. This is your host, Frank the Vamp. And tonight we got a very special entry because we're going to talk about one of my favorite directors of all time, Dario Argento, and one of his awesome works. Today we're going to talk about Inferno, which is the sequel, sort of sequel, to Suspiria. Um, Before you watch this review, I would encourage you to check out my videos and watch my Suspiria review, um, because I think that it's important that you would see this film and you would compare it to this one or some. I'm kind of a little torn because maybe I don't know. Should you watch this one first than Suspiria? It's a little bit conflicting feelings that I have it, but right off the bat, let me tell you, I was not disappointed by Dario Argento's work. Dario Argento is a phenomenal director. His consciousness, his mind, his surreal and the way to express it. He is Italian horror. He's has those nightmarish visuals that I can't describe. I can't do justice by talking about it. You really have to see it. Inferno doesn't disappoint. However, here comes the big thing. A lot of people talk about Suspiria, but they don't talk about Inferno very much. Is Suspiria better than Inferno, or can Inferno upset the original and actually become a better film? Well, let's talk about it and find out. First of all, Inferno starts actually pretty. It's how can I say? Let's start talking about the actual actors here. We have Dario Argento directing. We have starring Irene Miracle, Lee McCloskey, Eleonora Georgi, and I want to point out a non-speaking role, which actually did impress me, which is Anna Pieroni as the music student. And so we really, in order for us to truly understand what goes in here, is just that Argento kindly starts the movie, the plot, with a story of with basically the setup and what will become a trilogy of the three mothers. You see, Suspiria, it started as you know as inspired by work by Thomas de Quincey, Suspiria de Profundis, a book written in 1845, and it talks about three witches that pretty much run the world. Um, we have Suspiria, which is the basically the mother of sighs. We have Mater Tenebrum, which is um, which is the mother of darkness, and we have Mater Lacrimarum, which is mother of tears. So the three mothers, the three witches, they live in different buildings designed by this engineer, by this architect. I'm sorry, and the buildings are incredible, Be- just beauty but darkness at the same time. And this film deals with the mother of darkness that appears to live in a New York building, and and basically the story follows this lady living in New York. She's a poet called Rose, and she finds this section book with all the story. She she learns by a nearby antique store owner that in fact the house where she's living, that's where you know where Mater Tenebrum, the mother of darkness, is actually lives in there. And she contacts, he sends a letter to his brother, that wants her to help her. And when she goes missing, he comes to his brother Mark in Rome, travels to America to find her, and that's where um, the the people start dying. I don't want to give away too much because it's even though this kind of follows the plot of the type of review that Suspiria. If you watch my Suspiria review, you should know that the whole plot of it was very simplistic. This one's a little bit more complex, but yet is a little bit more abstract. It's just a vehicle for you to see things, and you see as somebody is trying to stop Mark and Rose from finding the truth, and getting too close to the Mother of Darkness, and it's let's talk about what I like about that. That's where I'm gonna leave the actual plot. Um, I love the nightmares visuals. This continues that awesome Suspiria tradition. Um, they have some of the some depth, some so elaborate, so well thought of, so nightmarish. I don't want to spoil too much, but there's animals devouring people. Um, there's there's really things are in incendiary, burning. Um, there's all kinds of things that are just descending stairs, going through hallways. Kind of what made Suspiria awesome. This one is really stylish. The use of color once again is present in this Argento film. It's so beautiful. Instead of using the color red, present in Suspiria uses the color blue, which is just profound. It's so artistic. I mean, it goes beyond belief. And it truly, you really do go inside Argento's mind. Um, the other thing that I really enjoyed, it's I enjoy the music, even though I am truly a fan of Goblin from Suspiria, the first one. The Argento took a different route here, making it more piano based and a thunderous type of opera type of deal, where combined with some rock and jazz, making it quite different feeling, but yet it's also deranged. It's kind of like deranged music, like there's something, and I definitely love the ending, and the way the music plays in the end. um, I kind of wish there was a little bit more of intensity on the music. To be honest. um, so so now here comes the question. These are the things that I like the So to sum it all up, I do enjoy the visuals, the Nightmares visuals. It's awesome. I enjoy the the actual killing sequences are pretty damn cool and stylish. The use of color, special effects. May I dare say that they may be even better than Suspiria's. This film happened 3 years later, so 1980. A little bit more technologically advanced, and they had more money, I believe, to make this film. Um, However, here comes the big question: is if I did like all these things, do I think that this film surpasses Suspiria, or do I think that it's equal to it, or do I think that this is a notch below? Well, um, if Suspiria to me is an A+ film, it's a masterpiece. Um, Inferno will be a B+. It's a great film. I like it. I really enjoyed it. I'm glad I saw it. I like so many things about it, but it falls short. Why does it fall short of the original? Well, I definitely think that you know I saw perhaps the acting. I don't know. There was there's Jessica Harper and John Bennett in the original one that perhaps the acting was a little bit better. I don't particularly care for most of the actors. Kind of forgettable. The music student, the actress who plays the music student, she was beautiful yet enigmatic on her look, which was, even though she's in a non-speaking role, I actually think that she did a lot more than some of the actors here. So perhaps it's a notch below in the acting. Um, the story goes kind of too abstract in a way that you kind of don't develop that bond with the characters. So when they're gone, when they're killed, you just don't feel it as much. So I think that's a minus of the film. Even though the film's no, it's not plot driven. This is not Argento's way of telling. It's not like Profondo Rosso. It's not like Deep Red. Deep Red is more like it is story driven, and Argento just showed us that he can do awesome stories too. But this is not. This is going to the same Suspiria thing. I was actually surprised when I watched it because I was like going, why don't I feel like unattended, and I feel that the acting was lacking. I see that the if because this story is a little bit more involved than the other one, it, it goes too abstract, so it's kind of nice in a way because this is the what should be on this film, but because for all technical purposes you should love it. I still really like it, but like I said, it's just missing something. Another side note, a lot of people don't know, when Argento was making this film, he was severely ill. He had a bad case of, I believe, hepatitis. I want to say, correct me if I'm wrong, but he really fell ill, and he actually have Lamberto Bava and Mario Bava, I believe, um, and he had another relative of his as well, helping him out to direct and do other things. Where I think that perhaps he needed to make some editing and some choices that were not made. I want to dare say that because I do feel that there were some things that were not quite right. So this is almost a masterpiece, but when you're judging Argento, you actually grab a big magnifying glass, and so what should you do with this film? You should definitely watch it. It's definitely awesome. It's not Suspiria. Don't go. And sometimes I blame myself because maybe I should have watched this one before Suspiria, and then I would have think it was even better. But it's definitely great. It's definitely very good, but it just doesn't have the masterful quality as Suspiria does. But definitely it's a must watch. Right, if it's a essential Argento. Um, we Need the Mother of Tears is the last movie, and which I will review it very soon to complete the trilogy. I'm also thinking about doing opera by Dario Argento and maybe do some Lamberto Bava here and there. I'll do other directors. Would definitely have been neglecting Italian horror for a while. I think I need to go back. So tell me what you think. I hope you liked the video. If you like it, awesome. If you didn't like it, tell me why. If you didn't like it, also please leave comments. Tell me why. Tell me if you need, how you want to go in this direction. I definitely enjoy making these videos for you guys. I hope you're watching. I love you all. Take care. Have a great night and watch Inferno, man. You guys will definitely regret it. I mean, if you don't watch it, because this is a great film. It's an essential Argento. Arrivederci.